Morning, welcome to Deer Corner. Glad to see you back. Today we got a project going on, putting our mineral blocks out. I do not go to the feed store and I do not purchase a mineral block. There's a difference. My salt licks, I like using the stone more than a salt block or a mineral block. You can go to the feed store, you can buy a mineral block. And what you're going to find out, you're going to throw that mineral block out and nothing touches it. And there's reasons behind that. And one of the major reasons behind it is a mineral block is for cattle. Now cattle, they have a different type of digestive system than a deer. And some of the minerals in them blocks, deer just don't like. They leave it alone. So what we've been doing, we'll put this block here out of salt, and then later on I'm going to mix up a mixture of minerals that deer do like, and we pour it on stumps and things like that, but it has minerals in it that deer do come to. So putting your salt licks in, there's a lot of people that come out and state that hot weather's coming, they're sweating and they need salt and sodium, and well, come down to it, part of that is true. But also salt itself, it helps deer immunities, and through the summer, because of the flies and the gnats, sodium also helps the disease and gain resistance to some of the diseases that's going around. So salt is more than just sweating. It's also making the deer healthy in their digestive system. So yeah, salt blocks, mineral blocks I don't, but a salt block like this one I do recommend using. Deer do like them, and they're on them quite a bit. So I'm going to take you on out and show you where we're putting it and how I put it and why I put it, and just come on along with me. Good afternoon. Welcome back to Deer Corner. This afternoon is starting to get hot and humid out here. I think they're looking around 90 today, but we're going to go ahead and mix up a lick solution. I like calling it my stump lick, and it's a simple recipe. And like I have said earlier in another video, we do not use mineral blocks. We mix our own. I like mixing my own pertaining to deer and what deer do use and require. And simple solution, easy to do. And we'll start out with 4 cups of salt. Now I like using salt from the store, a food grade. Everything I like using, I want to try to use food grade. It's more pure. So we'll start out with 4 cups of salt. And now salt, as far as wildlife goes, salt's good for the immunity system. It helps deer resistance for disease throughout the summertime, and actually it's good for them. So putting your salt in, that's why I like to use food grade salt. Now I also add to this a cup of sodium carbonate. Now sodium carbonate, where are you going to get this? Well, Armor Hammer clothes detergent, a whole lot of your detergents are sodium carbonate, and it's a stabilizer for a deer. It helps the rumen microbes. It helps their pH system to where deer, unlike a cow has 4 stomachs, a deer don't. So their pH has to be in there for them to digest. So sodium carbonate does help their pH. And I put a cup of that in. Iodine. Now that's a key ingredient. Iodine, it is natural, but not in quantity, especially up here in the mountains. And iodine, believe it or not, it helps deer in their muscle tone and their growth. We have had several nice looking deer throughout the years up here. And I believe the iodine in the years of them coming in and licking has actually gave them more muscle tone and growth. So I add about 4 ounces. This is 8 ounces of iodine, and I'll add half of this to this recipe. So iodine's a key to antler growth too. Now I put gelatin in this too. It doesn't matter what flavor. And I'm putting lemon in this time. Take that back, it's lemon. And it isn't the flavor or the scent. It's a linseed in it, in the gelatin. And linseed is another chemical that deer need. And what it does is improves bone growth and joints for deer. And the bucks, it helps their antlers. So you're going to have antler growth in it. So I add 1 packet of this. And that's basically it with this. Now I'll add 2 gallons of water. Try to shake it and stir it up. And I'll let this sit for a couple hours and then come back and stir it up again. But this is a stump lick, I like calling it. Well, if I've got a stump out here, I'll take you out too while we're applying it. Look at that guy pouring it on me here. There he goes. But I'll take this out and apply it. And I'll take you along with us, and I'll show you how we use it. But yes, this is what we use instead of a mineral block. We make our own for the deer and the wildlife. But thanks for coming along. Come on out with me. All right, now I got this stirred up. I'm going to go ahead and take it out, but before I do that, I want to get me a bottle and fill me a bottle of this, and I'll show you what I do with it and why I'm doing this. But everything here except the iodine comes from a grocery store. I got my iodine at the pharmacist. Just went in and asked him. But I want to get a bottle of this, and I'll take you along and show you what I'm going to do with this and why I'm using it. But go ahead and come along with us and take a little trip. Now, this stump lick solution I made up, I've been using it for a number of years, and this whole stump, it might have been 8-9 inches high, but throughout the time the deer have actually been breaking it down and eating it. You can see where they've been eating quite a bit of it. But this is what I use for my mineral licks. I mix it up, bring it out, I pour it on this stump. And this is about 3 years on this area right here. And they like it. They do like it. And go ahead and try it. But thanks for coming along. Remember, hit the arrow, subscribe, send me a text, send me a comment, and I'll bring you back to some more. And thank you.